How's it going, YouTube? Today we've got something that I would like to show you guys. So as you know, I have this 1994 Honda Accord EX 5-speed manual, and the car is decent inside and out and stuff. You guys have seen it on the channel. And last time I did a video, I was letting you guys know. I mean, I believe I did. I don't know if it uploaded. I don't think I ever got around to uploading it. Maybe I did. I don't have to look. It's just been so busy with work and everything that I actually forgot. So anyway, let me clean this off. It's always dirty. I feel like I'm leaving my camera off every time I make a video. But here she is. You guys have seen it on the channel before. Missing fourth gear now, so there's no third or fourth, and it's still dirty. But today, I'm going to show you guys something that's behind that garage door. This is what I got. I'll get this out real quick so that I can get a full review on it. And then I've got a few things. I'm going to be changing that and some random stuff. Let's get this inside here. Now, let me get this pulled out. Alright guys, we've got it pulled out. What is it? This isn't new to me, but not new to the family. This is a 1995 Chevy Tahoe. And those of you guys who have watched this channel for a while know that I used to have a 98. And that thing was my baby. And let me tell you a little bit about that one. And then I'll tell you a little bit about why this one is so special to me. So my 98, it was a 98, had the Vortec, had leather, everything like that. This one is a 95 with an LS. No, not the LS engine, the LS package, as you can see. This one's cloth. This one's got the annoying dinger. And, you can pull that out. Or, I'm going to show you guys real quick. I may have showed you guys before, but let me show you guys who have these old Chevys that are annoyed by that and wish you could just remove it. Well, you can. Annoying. You crawl up under the dash here. Yes, my dad took his trailer brake controller. I spoiled it. You crawl up in here, and this little box right here, it's just like a fuse. It just rips out. There's no ding. So for the video, I'm going to be taking this out because we're going to have the door open to do a review. So, my Tahoe had when I first bought mine, my 98, it was 180,000. It was 198,000 before I got rid of it. And we'll get into that in a sec. This has 235,732 miles. Pretty much 240,000 miles. And look at this thing. It is in, yes, it's got a faded door handle, some scratches here and there. Shit like that. But the seat, right here, yes, it's dirty inside, I do construction and I fucking walk through muddy. So what I do, guys, when I do excavation, so I work on the house before it's done, but I don't work on the house, I work on the yard. I work on getting driveways prepped, approaches prepped, park strips prepped, sidewalk prep. We do final grades, and so sometimes after, snowstorms, and it covers the mud, or covers the dirt, it turns into mud, and then, we have to walk on it. So, you get muddy boots. Um, so that's 30, but as you can see, that side's not. There's still, my dad had this before me. That's why this one's pretty special to me. Because it was my dad's, and then he just bought a 2001 Volkswagen Passat with a 5-speed and a 1.8 turbo. Because he's traveling into Salt Lake all the time. Because he's going in there for work and stuff. So he did something better on gas. Me, I'm young. I don't have half the bills he's got. 900. I mean, he's got some bills. Because he's an adult, he's got a family. Me, not so much. I mean, So I took over the payments on the Tahoe. He owes $1,700 on this. So all I'm doing is I'm paying it off. Which is decent paint. We've done some work to this. Yes, me and my dad are both in a club. Chevy Truck Legends. And he had an emblem on here that he took off. Well, I took off because he wanted it back. So, he uses orange silicone because it's a strong bond, but then when you take it off, it leaves that stuff. So, we'll have to figure out how to remove that. I mean, look at this though. Clear coat's great. I mean, I like the color. It's kind of like my Tahoe was. It's a dark green, like a white pearlescent in the sun. Sorry about that. I'm at my sister's watch my nephews. And they're playing out back, and the littlest one just came through that door. We forgot to lock it. Anyway, what I was saying, is it's got like these whitish silver flakes, which is cool. It's got some clear coat issues. These back windows, the one on that other side work, but this one does not work. But the other side's a little iffy, so we don't use it. When we got it, this window was taped up. I'm not sure exactly what my dad did. He probably does what we always do when the windows don't work and we don't want to replace the window regulators right away. Is we take the door panel off, push the window up, throw a piece of 2x4 in there, and call it good for the time being. And that's probably what he did. I'm not exactly sure. This one's got the 350 TBI, and it sounds good. I'll show you what I've done. I've had this truck so it's Sunday now, and I picked it up Thursday. So all I've done was flip that upside down. I'm probably gonna flip it back. It's cool, but I'll probably eventually flip that back up right. He did say that there's a slight oil leak somewhere, and about every week he has to. What the hell? Okay, there's a zip tie tied around the AC line to hold in the oil dipstick, because it is broke down here, or not bolted on. Yes, it's broke down there somewhere, I guess. I don't know. I think it mounts right there. Because the mount's right here. I don't know. Hey, I have no freaking clue. But the oil dipstick is zip tied on to the AC line. Don't know. I'll check the oil later. Let's get this review done. It does have the cool work light, which I have no clue. Let's see if it works. Yes, it does. That's awesome. It's just, kind of slide that back in there. So it's at O'Reilly's. And my sister's ex-boyfriend, he has a 95 Chevy pickup, like the blue one I had. And he has an aftermarket intake up here. It's an Elderbrock, that this piece is not here. It's pretty much this piece built into the filter. I don't know. It's all one piece, and this goes on. So the filter's external, like takes up this piece. I don't know. You guys have probably seen them. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, there's that. I mean, it's in decent shape. A lot better shape than mine was, as far as interior wise. This hood, actually, I don't know if I ever did a review on it. We have a 95 Chevy Suburban up in Duchesne, which is also where my dad's 96 Suburban is that I totaled. But this hood, it's the same color as this, so this hood actually came off of it. Because the one that came off of this, yes, this has got some clear coat issues here, but the other hood, the whole hood looked like this. This one's in a little bit better shape, so we slapped it on when my dad owned it, which he still technically owns it until I paid off. I mean, it's still in his name and everything. This whole dashboard came out of that 95 Suburban, and I noticed the other day that my dad had this screwed in here, probably because the clips broke, and that's where that other one's going to come into play, because the other one came out of a 96 Suburban that Austin used to own that had the same color interior. His was just leather. So we're going to eventually be pulling this off, checking this out. His has the electronic four-wheel drive, and this has got a burn hole in it from a cigarette lighter down there that he just was playing with. But these are pullable. Swap those out into the other one, throw that other one in. The other thing I've noticed, and it's been that way since he got it, is that bumper's a little messed up. Kind of pushed it into the side here, so something happened there. There's some rust here. But that's about it. Really, the biggest rust spot, which is repairable because I was looking at it, is right here. I know a guy that's got a 95 Tahoe, or not, 95 Yukon, and his is doing the same thing, but it didn't go all the way through. I don't think it rusted. It doesn't look like it rusted all the way through here. So I could probably come in with something and kind of, clear up all this and repaint it and stuff, but I just haven't had the chance. Like I said, I've had the truck for like 3 days. And I've got to go to my buddy's today. Oh yeah, it's starting to rust. Surface rust out here, so we gotta touch that up. So I've got my buddy Braden. He's got a 2000 Buick Park Avenue that he bought. He got it stuck out places, and it ended up somehow destroying his front CV axle on that side. It's front wheel drive, so it's not movable. We can get into it, start it, put it in gear, and all the CV axle does is spin. So yesterday we took 3 different trips to O'Reilly's to order this CV axle. We went there around 10, 11 o'clock. Ordered the CV axle. What the hell, Bella? How'd you get out again? Come on, baby. You're going in the house this time. So sorry about that. Now what was I talking about? Oh, yes. So we went to O'Reilly's. We ordered the part. Oh yeah, it'll be here by 1 o'clock. So we show up at 1. It's not there. They cannot find the order for it anywhere. So we ordered it again. Oh yeah, it'll be here by 4. We go in at 4, it's gone. It's not there. They didn't send it out. And that's only because, if it has to be ordered by a certain time to be thrown on the truck to come out here the same day. So my buddy called him at 1 and said, hey, because I have a few buddies that work there. He calls them at 1. He called the distribution center, says, hey, I have this part. It was ordered at, earlier. It was supposed to be here by 1, but it's not here. I need this part today. I need this part to be thrown on this truck and sent out today. Never happened. So we had to order it again, and it's supposed to be here by 1:30 today, hopefully, because I'm changing a CV axle on a Buick today. So I don't know where I went on that. I don't know why I got sidetracked, but tires on the front are actually very bad. it does need new front tires. They are getting bald, and I mean bald. On a positive note, though, these back tires are brand new. So really all I need to do is throw a pair of tires on it up front and send it. This one's starting to have some surface rust, so before this side looks like the other side, we need to get that taken care of as soon as possible. Just noticed this ashtray's broke, which I don't care. We don't smoke. But look how easy it is to pull off. So I could honestly probably go to a junkyard and get those just to make the interior looking good again. This other side's completely missing the lid. So it's super easy to pull. We'll just probably do that. Make the interior look the best. I've got some LEDs up in here. That's not really a mod to me. Normally it is. My dad had LEDs up in there, and my dad's like me. If we're gonna put interior lights in something, when we sell it, they're coming out. If they're aftermarket LEDs like that. So I drove this around, and then yesterday he took them out. So I just went and bought me some because he put factory ones back in. And then he's got some LED headlights in here that he's also going to be pulling out, which I have a set over there I got to fix. And then the center console he's going to want, so I have the factory console in the back. See, LEDs. I've got some over here. These I put in. I bought these for something. Had them in there and took them out when I got rid of the vehicle, and then I put them on my buddy Braden's GMC Canyon when he had it. He traded that for an 02 F-150, so I took these back out. I put these in the Honda because they were the same, and then that's going to be going back, so I took these out. I'm going to be putting them in here, but these are destroyed. This one is. This whole freaking thing came out of here, but this one is fine. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is cut this metal resistor, whatever it is, off, and just hardwire it in and throw those in there. This light here has an issue. Light's not on. Now it's on. So probably something wrong there. As far as the bulb or wiring, I don't know. But interior's great shape. You know, headliner's got some stuff out of it and stuff, some chunks and stuff. But you know, it's a 95. Back seat's good. And this is something mine didn't have. So on here, the jack storage is over here. Mine was on that side. This side has storage back here. Mine didn't have that. That's cool. So she needs a bath. She's a little dusty. Well, maybe not. I just washed it the other day. But yeah, it's a little dusty. Sitting on job sites and stuff. But since this did come from my dad, guys, there is not going to be any mudding. There's not going to be any off-roading. Nothing like that in this. Because usually when I off-road and go mudding and stuff breaks. And I don't want that with this one. About the only thing I'll do is go on a dirt road up to the reservoir that we have out here, or you know, up to where the shooting range is that we go shooting. But that's all dirt roads. That to me is fine. But some of the stuff that we've done, I won't do. I'll go ahead and fire it up. It does need some exhaust work. It's got some aftermarket muffler on here that was on here when my dad bought the truck. right here. And okay, so it's got this aftermarket muffler that somebody welded on and it broke off. So my dad threw a clamp on and some self-tappers. I don't know why. Probably just to keep it on. And then it comes out down here. He's got this clamp on here with self-tapper going into the clamp and a mount. Oh, it's just a mount. The self-tapper's holding this tailpipe on with a pre-axle dump. So I'm thinking eventually I'll throw on a new muffler because it's too quiet for me. It's an aftermarket muffler, but it's just too quiet. So, like I said though, with this, I'm going to actually keep it nice. This is going to be the one that I keep nice and stuff. And I just realized that bracket, these bushings are just destroyed. But anyway, let's fire it up for you. It's a $100 phone. It may not turn out like I need it to, but you know. Oh. And that's part of the other reason why I'm going to be flipping that air filter thing back up, because it does have an aftermarket muffler. It's not a loud muffler, but it is an aftermarket muffler. And I feel like part of sorry, dealing with another kid. That's the reason why I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to flip it up again right now. Flip it back the way it goes. Because this thing is actually awesome. When you're on the gas, you can really hear this. And it sounds like it's got a cold air intake when, in fact, it's just a filter lid flipped upside down. But you can't really hear the exhaust. You can't really hear the exhaust either way because it's a quiet exhaust. But we're going to flip this back. If I can line up these holes now. There you go. Come on. Oh, I've lost it. Alright, so we got that back. And then I realized later today I've also got to go out to the CV axle. I've got to go help another buddy change an engine in a Geo Prism. Let me show you guys something that really pisses me off. Okay, well, let me show you guys something that I'm going to be putting on this truck just because I can. So we got these yesterday at a yard sale in Salt Lake. So I had to, up here in the mountains, is where my buddy went and got his truck stuck, or his car stuck. So I had to go tow it out. And well, so we already knew that CV axle and stuff was bad. So we had to go in. I looked everywhere for a car dolly or for a car trailer at U-Haul. Nobody had one big enough. So we ended up getting a car dolly. So we had to go into Salt Lake to get it. Went in, picked it up, came back, got his car, got it home, and then we went back in, returned the car dolly. On the way home, we passed a yard sale and we found this. So my sister's calling. I'll call you back in a sec, Chris. So eventually, we're going to be setting that right there on the bumper. Now, I was thinking, and I have friends who are telling me to put it on the hood. I paid $50 for that. And it chipped right there. Son of a shit. Oh, I broke. Yeah, it chipped it there. Well, we're just going to take this. We're going to bring this over. And we're going to set it right here. So that nothing happens to it again. So, yeah, I have friends that tell me to put it on the hood. I don't really feel like drilling holes in a hood just to throw that on. The bumper I'm okay with, because I'm putting some pods on the front here anyway. So it's okay to drill some holes right here or whatever and throw it on. But I don't want to put holes in a hood, because if I ever take it off, well, now we've got holes in the hood that, you know, whatever. So it's going to go on the bumper. And then we've got some surface rust and stuff up here, which my dad was going to fix and never got around to it. Oh, yeah, the whole roof. So, but anyway, that's it for the review video. We'll come back. We'll do some, you know, like the dash bezel and get some stuff like that done on it. But that's it.